Welcome to the Conference Connection, your go-to place to get the scoop on what conferences are coming up that you need to know about.
Hey, it's Seth here with Ken Hardison. Very excited for the upcoming New Orleans PILMMA Super Summit. What number is this?
Number 15.
15.
My God.
Unbelievable. And
Yep.
it has become a destination, an annual gathering, just where, again, as you started, a place that people want to work on their business. They're not worried about the litigation side. They're worried about how do you bring cases in? How do you service clients? Tell me, what can we expect at this Super Summit?
Yeah, I'm really, I pick every speaker, I handpick every speaker, and this year we really had an emphasis on lawyers. A lot of my masterminds, I told them into coming forward and really talking about their secrets, the things that they have done that really catapulted their practices. And some of it's got to do with marketing, some of it's got to do with management. But the overall deal is you're going to hear from a lot of lawyers this year, probably more than ever, about what they did, their secrets to actually break through the barriers and really just scale their law firms. I mean, it's crazy some of the stuff you go. Like one guy, in 2 years, he added $10 million to his revenue, and he's going to share what he did to do that.
Justin Lovely going to be speaking on
Justin
AI.
Lovely's going to be talking about AI. We've got an AI breakout session for staff to go in there, and we're going to teach you how to use it for marketing, to run your practice, how to do it, to get chronologies and demands, the whole deal. We're going to sit there and how to use Chat GPT and create content and how to be careful with it because it ain't always right. So, and then we got really superstars like you that are going to be speaking. You always do my update on the MAPs, which I think that and LSAs are like the thing.
They are
on digital marketing. I'm no expert, you are.
No, it is. It's where the money's at.
And I always like to get you to do it because you're always on top of it. So, we really got a jam pack, and we got this year something different. I've got this guy, Mr. X, and he's going to talk about, he works with some of the biggest law firms in the United States on their TV and their streaming, not digital, but just other stuff. And he's seeing a big trend change, and he's going to reveal, he's got data, which data don't lie, right? He's going to reveal what he has learned in the last 18 to 24 months. And he's going to share that with all the people there. So it's going to be, I don't even know what he's going to say, other than he told me it's big. And I've known this guy for 5 years, and I trust him.
Well, I got a final question. I've noticed in recent years at the PILMMA Super Summit, more and more staff members, directors of marketing, head of ops. Is that something you've been sort of building towards? It sounds like you're doing some content specifically for them. Is that something you want people to bring with them?
Absolutely, absolutely. We got a lot of people that bring the marketing director or COO because it's not just about the marketing. It is a lot about marketing, but it's also about, what do you do when you get all these cases? How do you scale? How do you set up systems? How do you manage a firm that starts growing big? We've got Tim Mackey, who's been around for 15 years. We'll talk about KPIs. We got Mickey Love who's going to be talking about the 7 things you need to do to double your law firm in the next 3 years. I got some real quality. People a lot smarter than I am, they're going to talk about this stuff.
And you know what I'd say to sort of wrap it up is that, having been there for years, I started in Atlanta, which I think was like your second or third, that there are people that speak, like a Mickey Love. She talks about KPIs. It was probably 6 years before I could actually use what she was talking about. It sort of stopped in the mind. I knew it was on my list, but I couldn't get to that point in my practice. So there is, I think, a value that even when your practice isn't ready for certain elements, that you want to learn about it because you want to know where you position yourself for where you want to be.
Yeah, and one thing that's different about my event than any other event out there is you sign up for it, and if you go to the first day, you don't like it, you don't think it's worth the money, I give you a full refund plus up to $1,000 of documented expenses. And in 15 years, nobody's ever asked for it.
I remember this was, over a dozen years ago looking at it. I'm like, well, this guy's crazy enough to do that. I got to try it. So thank you so much, Ken.
Thank you,
Can't wait to see you in New Orleans.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to the Conference Connection. Make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you for our next episode.